Season 6.
Episode 1.
I can't.
Nah, man, it's gonna get picked up on Hulu or something.
We want to welcome Chris and Marquetta to our couch. I mean, they've always been on the couch, but they've never been on the show together with us, so.
What?
Yeah, we got a big...
We are the 4 horsemen no more. We are now the 6 horsemen for season 6.
Yes.
I really don't identify as a horse. I want to be like one of those weird birds.
I'm a horseman.
Or the black sheep.
You want to be a polar bear.
You know who Chris can be? You guys remember that dude who was running every day? He comes to tell you it's easier or whatever. You're not motivational, man.
I'm Becca.
Jogging monkey.
Yeah.
I'm Becca.
But, hey,
It
man,
gets easy.
I'm Vincent Adult Man.
y'all excited?
You gotta
Because
do it every
I'm
day.
super stoked. I mean, last episode was, hey, man, it left on a good somber note, I felt
It
like.
was
in my
dark.
opinion. It was dark, but it left on a good ass note.
Somebody's dark.
I mean, that boy needed some rehab, so.
Yeah.
it's
Was it
good
dark?
that
I
he's
mean,
in.
I don't know. Bojack's checked into rehab.
Yeah, I mean,
I know,
it
but
just
I mean, like the
With Diane,
Yeah.
like.
the events
Don't choke women.
and the pills.
Yeah.
And like when his sister came to visit,
Yeah.
he's just like pilled out the whole time.
Hollyhock's my favorite. I do like their interaction. It's like the only
Yes.
family member he
Hollyhock,
can, like,
Mannheim.
be cool with.
I don't
Was
know.
last season
Goldwyn.
Was last season the season where it was like a one take and it was like the funeral, whatever?
Yeah.
Yes. Free churro.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Guys, we're putting our best foot forward here. We're gonna try to binge this whole season right now. So this
Yeah.
episode we're launching. We're putting it straight on YouTube. This just came out today. If you want to check out the full season, their episodes are gonna be spilling over on our Patreon as we speak on a per completed basis. So over the weekend, you might expect to see about 4 of them up there, and then by Monday, Tuesday, you'll see the rest of them. So.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can just wait week to week. Stay subscribed. We will be posting Bojack usually every Thursday, except for today, which was the premiere. So
Yeah.
yeah.
A horse walks into rehab.
Ah.
And
That was like the joke.
That is also the title of the
I
episode.
know.
What a coincidence. I trust this show to end well. I think the writers would have definitely had a game plan for an ending of a show of this caliber. But I am sad to see it go. But the 5 to 6 season mark is like a good sweet spot for like a good story. I don't want it to drag on too long either. But
Most shows that end in 6 seasons are pretty stellar. I mean, Breaking Bad I know was like 5, but 5 was in 2 parts, so I consider that
so was
6.
4, wasn't it?
Community was
Yeah.
6. You know what else was 6?
Lost.
Yes.
Oh, man.
And
Well-
now we're gonna start.
Let's do it. I bet David Lindelof wrote at least one of these episodes. Put on the odd number, though, man.
Sarah Lynn.
Even, man.
Oh.
Shit.
Sarah Lynn.
And man, it visually looks really appealing. Like it's been touched with some
I don't
HD.
know what to tell. She called me. She sounded a little off. So I drove to the planetarium and I found her passed out.
Lying.
I called 911 right away, but it was too late. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's how he did that?
That's his parents.
Her parents.
Her parents.
Her parents.
So, you don't know where Sarah Lynn got the heroin from?
Meow meow fuzzy face.
Alrighty then, that's the only question I have. Of course I knew she was doing a lot of drugs. But that's who she was, who I was. Felt like we could keep partying forever and it wouldn't catch up with us. Got it. Don't need any more information. I was in a bad way. And Sarah Lynn followed me down because she thought I was a safe place. What have I done? Just to be clear, the case is closed.
The hospital, every section's like C.
He's like saying things that clearly need more question. It's the fucking
Or not.
The record
Yeah.
player.
vinyl we have. Oh, we should show that. It's so sick.
Ooh.
Whoa!
That's dope.
Whoa.
I need help.
Checking in. Welcome to Pastiches Malibu.
Great.
I see you have the 6-week package, so $100,000, please.
100,000. Jesus. Does every room come with a free bag full of $90,000?
Price on clean living.
And yet somehow you found a way.
Every client that comes here takes a picture with me, goes on the wall, kind of a tradition.
I'm not in the mood. I look awful, first of all.
Johnny Depp did it.
That's
and
what you always
just
wear.
as puffy and ghoulish as you do.
I said no. Why don't you go see your own shadow so I can get 6 more weeks of leave me the hell alone?
Damn.
It's great.
Oh, yeah. Fun time.
Metaphor Mountain. That's what it said.
He's going to withdrawals like a motherfucker.
Oh, who's visiting him?
Nobody. He pushed everybody away.
I would visit you. Plant therapy.
If Bojack was your friend, he would try to fuck you and then partially be a real big old dick to you.
I'd be there. Aww.
Damn.
Damn.
There it
He's
is.
talking. He's
There it
playing
is.
his way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look where his session is in a horseman.
It's hilarious.
Aww.
Damn. Is he about to get in shape?
Oh, he's leading.
He's the horse.
To the top of Metaphor Mountain.
I had a view like that in San Diego.
Let it out.
I had to wear the same suit I had just wore to Sandra's tea party.
I know the feeling.
We have a saying in rehab. Everyone takes a different road to get to the same city. Silveropolis, USA.
Oh my God.
What, Bojack? Maybe you could tell us when was the first time you drank. When was it the first time I drank? You think you're ready to go back into the world? I do. I feel good. I feel clear. You know, just because you clean the tobacco out of your teeth, don't mean it's your wedding day, pardon the expression. I don't know
what?
I notice you tend to deflect whenever I ask you about the source of your addiction. I don't deflect. Hey, is that a new time? Because I love it. You understand the joke about it. All I keep hearing is, it's not your fault. You are powerless over your addiction. That is the first step. And while we're at it, why 12 steps? That is way too many. Nobody wants to do 12 of anything. You see 12 years a slave and think 12. You're reflecting again. I'm here because nobody made me drink. My addiction didn't pull a knife on me and say, hey, Bob, drink this alcohol or I'm going to strangle you. After I put down this knife, which now seems unnecessary. The gate code is 12, the number of steps. Then my mom's birthday, which is March 4th, 56. So the gate code is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that really what you want?
It's so beautiful. And I know a lot about art because my husband owns a Jackson Pollock.
Did you grow up in a house with a lot of art? Well, my parents practiced the art of being terrible parents.
Hey,
Jack,
didn't
you
his
can't
mom?
joke your way through
Oh,
this.
she's a
deflecting
musician.
again.
Hey, it's Entourage in the back.
Really.
Turtle.
Everyone's being
Hey, Johnny Drama.
That's
Nice.
hilarious.
Nice.
Even though he's never
Mario.
I'm Jean's identical twin Joan. Jean Triplehorn, not an alcoholic.
And that guy with the fake mustache is obviously actor Jay Hernandez, who's
Nuh-uh.
just here to do research for a role.
No, I'm Miller Hernandez. Like I say, my name is Mario.
No.
Oh, that's so fucked up.
Yeah, well, let's talk about Jameson. She would love to get sober, but still has her friend Caitlin sneak her water bottles filled with vodka every visiting day. Jameson, have you been smuggling in alcohol?
How is this my fault? I blame water for being vodka colored.
Maybe it's a sign it's not working, huh?
Damn.
Everyone, just as a general rule, if you're checking into rehab,
Is that Curious George?
either a lost cause, or this is just an industry that profits off of repeat customers.
Oh my God, he's calling it out.
Mamma mia.
Damn.
No.
I mean, he's not totally wrong with some of those, but 100,000 is ridiculous.
I don't even need to be here. My dad totally overreacted when he found me not breathing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He has no idea what I've been
I know
through.
everything you've been through.
Oh, they're gonna fuck, aren't they?
Your mom died of cancer, your dad stuck you in boarding school and remarried, and now there's a new baby, and no one pays attention to you. But it's not his fault you're drinking in rehab.
I was sober for most of last year, and he just waited for me to slip up so he could shit me here so I wouldn't embarrass him and ruin his new perfect
Hey,
family.
if you don't want to be here, the gate code is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can sneak out the upstairs window after midnight bed check by tying your sheets into a rope and nobody would notice you
Jack.
until later.
He's about to do it.
It's like that episode of Horsing Around.
I've heard of being at the end of my rope.
You would actually like this show.
Right?
Because I had to break it to her that you weren't going to
It is my kind of show.
International supermodel Cindy Crawfish.
Nice.
Cindy
my
Crawfish.
When my private plane crashed into your backyard, the one thing I never expected was to find someone so special.
What the fuck is
Cindy
It's like
Crawford.
just the shittiest sitcom.
Cindy Crawfish?
Don't you tell the audience what to say?
It's my first on-camera kiss, and it's with Cindy Crawfish.
You know how many guys would kill to be in your shoes? What am I gonna do? Kiss you on the lips myself to show you what a real kiss looks like?
No. I'll handle it.
Well, I sure as hell hope so.
Hey, what's in this orange juice?
Just a little extra punch.
Oh, no, I don't.
Trust me.
Oh, that was his first drink?
The fucking
That's damn.
Makeup
The
lady.
one thing I never
She looked a little
expected
sauced herself.
was to find someone so special.
You get that confidence now, you know.
You up for more acting, Cindy?
Well, if it's for the show.
Hey, shout out some more of that OJ.
Oh God.
Gives him confidence.
Kind of shows that it's not really his fault, but it still is. I don't know.
I mean, it's his fault.
I think that flashback made him realize like how bad it can get.
Jameson, don't cut the string that connects you to the kite that is you.
What did you say?
Dumb rehab sayings.
The king told me he didn't break up with me because I got fat junior year. So I need to go show him that I'm back to being hot. Then break up with him for being a shallow buckboy.
You
Buck boy.
Is he a buck? He's got to be a buck.
No, this one's
Fuck away.
Oh.
Well, I'm going. You can come with me if you want.
Don't
No,
do it,
Jack,
Buzz.
no.
God damn it.
No, you were so close.
This is your boyfriend's house? You can't go in there.
I'll be fine. I'll just find Dathan, crush him
David.
with my bag, and then
God.
Look at that seal.
You see the lime scooters? There were some lime scooters on the ground.
No, fuck that.
Even her name's Jameson.
Grey Moose.
Jameson. Hey.
Nah.
Jack
Hold
Spaniels.
This is me at every party.
Bernie
Hard not to
Royal
drink.
instead of Crown
I
Royal.
can go party and not drink.
I mean, it's because you're not alcoholic.
Barry Roy.
Berry
I mean,
Royal.
I used to like drink like crazy. I don't anymore.
I just have social anxiety.
Hey, who's in there? Is someone on the sex in there? I think everyone.
Look at teenage pimply Bojack.
He kind of looks like Holly Hop.
I love this shirt.
It was just a nerd. Definitely no one had sex in here. Oh.
Girls don't kiss us.
you're Bojack from Spanish Flying, right?
Yeah.
See?
I mean, see.
See ya around.
Talk to her.
Hey, you want a beer, Horseman?
Oh, no thank
80s
you.
beer.
Drinking some
Flock of seagulls.
Nice. Right now?
Oh.
You know what? I'll have one beer.
Ah, that was his first.
It's probably another one that wasn't his first.
It's probably gonna be his dad.
Who am I?
Yeah.
I'm Eric from chemistry class.
He's got like the confidence to work a crowd with
He is
his
so
drunk.
chemistry.
Here's Josh. Look, he's wearing Kmart shoes because his family's poor.
Damn.
Oh God.
They got the
Those
K-
are not good jokes. No.
Katie's not laughing because she always thinks she's better than everyone.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Hey, remember last year when one of Katie's boobs grew bigger than the other?
Oh no, come on, bro. She was the one nice person to you.
Bartender, one more.
That was his
Nah, it's gotta
Shut up, Mickey.
be.
Nathan's sucking Caitlin's face. Oh my god, Jameson. Okay, it is not what it looks like, I swear.
Smack.
Try to make it easy on you, Jameson.
Oh my god.
Thanks for correcting.
Jameson, it's not my fault you're a mess.
Oh, look at her.
She's a mosquito.
Oh god!
And your friend sucks.
I want that. I'm literally
Oh man, that's
looking
from
at-
that movie, Spring Breakers.
But also those girls were in like season 1.
Yeah.
You need to be responsible for yourself. Now, I think that you should come back to Pastiches with me, like you promised. But if you want to go to your dad's house, all you have to do is steal Dathan's car. And I heard Michelle with one
Why
elbow
do you-
jump naked. But is that really what you
Why would you?
What are you doing?
Diane.
I need you to find me a
Hashtag Diane did nothing wrong.
I'm going to assume you have a good reason to locate a girl in the middle of the night, but I can't help you.
What's happening? A knife fight.
Hold for Todd.
Todd's phone, you're welcome.
What's he doing?
Todd-related needs.
Good, Todd.
Todd-related needs.
Suddenly, I've entered into a
No, damn it, we're going on a Todd
Yes.
story.
Todd's phone, spare the Todd, spoil it.
Did you get the black
Oh, did she name it yet?
Yeah, I'll bring it right over.
Maybe.
Although, I'm now looking forward to getting on a crowded bus and multiplying down.
Oh my God.
Hey, superstar. How are things?
Oh, crowded bus.
Mr.
Playing with my model helicopter.
You're telling me your dumb drone down the tower and drown down Julie Brown's dummy drone?
Julie Brown.
Is that the car from Ferris?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Two cats, two curious.
And this car's his baby.
So this car's gonna get wrecked.
No, it was
Oh
his baby.
God.
Before you.
You're gonna steal the dealer car.
Dumb, stupid car.
Whoa. Parents are terrible. But destroying things isn't going to change them.
I may as well go back to rehab.
Her voice sounds really familiar.
Bojack Horseman.
Mom said since you
He's
didn't come home,
fucking
you
the
should
secretary.
be here. Go to that wish.
Oh, God.
What are you doing, Dad? Oh, it's fun to have you at the office, Bojack. You're really turning into a man. I am? I think you're old enough now to have a jacket.
Oh my God, he's trying to make him black out the memory. What a fucking.
Did I fall asleep?
Nah.
I feel sick. No, you went a little wild here. Maybe it's best if we both just forgot about everything that happened tonight.
Okay, buddy. Butterscotch, piece of shit.
But he remembers. No, Bojack, no.
First Wives Club. Oh my God, it's such a good movie.
The Millionaire.
What?
I mean, this was like.
This
yeah.
is like
Citizen
literally-
Crane? Two cats, too curious.
What the hell are you doing?
Bojack,
That's the
sir.
giant window from the graduate.
Nice.
I'm sorry she roped you into this.
Oh, he
You're not
knows.
the first guy to help her break out of that rehab. I thought she would change after she had her baby.
Damn.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, he mentioned it earlier.
Damn, the dad just knows. That fucking blows. God.
Jameson is
Come in hot.
Turd.
Come hot.
Fuck.
Sorry, my Thanks for keeping me out of trouble tonight.
Literally. What is
Vodka.
2 of them.
Sign me up for 6 weeks. Starting now.
Oh, another 6 weeks.
Picture?
Sure.
Another $100,000.
This is his first drink.
Just out of curiosity.
I mean, because his parents are both fucked up after some party and left this cute little sailor boy all alone.
And that's obviously what they were drinking. He just had a sip. It was just a tiny sip.
It's fucking sad, though.
Damn. That shit.
In the 90s, I was in a very famous TV show.
Pause it, Nate.
Pause it.
Oh, I want to see the names. Wait. Oh.
Too late. You gotta hope.
Did it say
go
actually
over
Cindy
to watch
Crawford?
it.
Yeah.
Cindy
was
Crawford played Cindy Crawfish? That's awesome.
Yeah, the celebrities they usually make fun of usually do end up doing voices.
Oh.
Stellar first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good comeback. It's a good comeback.
We've seen like starts of seasons where Bojack is in a somewhat good place before though, so I'm wondering how it's all gonna go to shit. But since this is like the final season, I'm like, is he on the up and up now? Is this it?
I mean, he didn't really seem like he was in
He
a
is
super
not
good.
a
He
good
did good
player.
not drinking, but he ended up
Yeah.
smashing the car because of like shit he's thinking about. And he also keeps deflecting on answering the question of like
Yeah.
when his addiction started, when he had his first drink and all that shit.
Also-
Because
I mean, it's
like,
kind of hard to remember though, to be honest. Like,
but he does remember though.
Also, the super expensive rehab facilities in Florida are like sketch at the best. Like they're just jerking off money, and they are not really like. There's a very little research behind them. Like they don't really do anything for them besides locking them up without alcohol, and you can still sneak shit in.
yeah.
Like that is reality.
But like at least there's a like for every con there is like the sense of community, and he did go on that hike and he did start opening up more.
Support
Yeah, there's
groups.
still some stuff
Yeah.
like I
There's
don't know.
some stuff. There's some stuff,
It's
but
kind of hard to
there's
remember as a baby when maybe he was actually remembering that stuff in real time.
I think,
You know,
yeah,
it was this,
as it
no,
was
it was
going.
that. It was that. Yeah.
I know,
But for
like,
him though, he just had to think about it, and it seemed like he didn't ever want to think about it. He kept deflecting.
I know you're saying he's kept deflecting, all this stuff's not like point or whatever, but I feel like because he's deflecting, and then he went on that trip with like that little escapade with Jameson and everything. Coming back to rehab and actually into 6 weeks from beginning, I think it made him realize like he can do it, and that's not the kind of life he wanted because he was getting like member berry flashbacks that were like not even appealing to him.
Yeah.
I think the ending of this episode when Bojack went back into rehab is like showing that this is actually him really going back into rehab. Because when he first went back into rehab, I don't think he himself mentally wanted to go to rehab. Like I think the thing with rehab, what a lot of people don't understand is like you yourself have to want to go. It's not like somebody can just send you there. Like you're looking at Jameson. Jameson never wanted to go. She's got cynical. That's just her. But for somebody to really be rehabilitated, they have to like choose it on themselves. And I feel like when Bojack went in the second time, and he's taking the picture and he realized, no, I'm done running, I'm done doing all that. That's him actually trying to like maybe fix himself. But it did confuse me that he still held on to that water bottle though. So
Yeah.
I'm really seeing where
See
that
how
goes.
it's like
because
cosmic.
Yeah.
Because I'll even say like the first time he might have been like somebody took him there, but like he did make strides, and he is who he is through that first round.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. Yeah, it is a little confusing, especially because he was also making fun of the fact that it's like if you check into rehab more than once, you're a lost cause. or this place is just makes profit off of repeat customers.
I mean, which
But, like-
it does,
but then he
it
ends
doesn't
up
mean you're
checking
almost
it.
close.
Because
Yeah.
like he told Jameson he wishes that somebody cared enough about him to like. I'm sorry, were you reading? Oh, he said he wishes he had somebody like who cared enough about him when he was younger, like Jameson, to check him into rehab. But he didn't, and now he has himself. That's why he rechecked himself. He cares
Yeah.
about himself.
I mean, Diane checked him in the first time.
I know. I'm
so
saying
at
the
least she
second
cared,
time.
but
I'm saying
yeah.
the second. He's looking more like.
That phone call montage was so fucking.
I know.
So he was at Bojack when he was going back through his memories of like drinking. It's all for him. I think it started off as like a confidence thing because like he had the confidence to like woo a crowd when he was drinking. He did the thing with Cindy Crawford, and he was like, you know, he was able to kiss. He was able to perform good, and then he did the jokes at the party, and like at the, you know, like in those moments before it got back to the darker stuff, it was like, oh, I'm drinking for fun, and like I need that like little extra boost of confidence. But like he's an actor, so like he needs to be on a lot of the time, and it probably just became like a crutch, and it became like an addiction.
Yeah, like you can definitely see how it happened. I mean, we all kind of remember our first-ish time drinking. It was probably peer pressure or trying to fit in. And
Long Island iced tea.
You realize you do fit in right after that, so it's like, oh.
I remember mine. I was like 20,
Wow.
and I just wanted to.
Yeah, I was like
Actually,
16.
a lady bought me, 16. A lady at my
was
job
like
bought me a
17
bottle of Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm?
Farm.
Oh,
Thanks, Mel.
God, that's some country ass shit.
You know what I got fucked up on the very first time?
What?
Fucking Kahlua liqueur.
Oh, God.
Dude, I was an adult.
I was like,
How can you get?
I was an adult when I
Because it was
first
my
considered
first time.
drinking.
You weren't an adult, you were
That's the little
20.
bit that
I didn't do it in my teens where I was like 13, like everybody, like
I
most
said
people.
16, thank you.
But like, and my first drink was great. I had a whole bottle of Grey Goose.
I guess people are adults when they're 20.
You had a
I don't
whole
consider
bottle
it.
of Grey Goose? Did you
So-
I feel like
yak?
you're adult.
Oh yeah, the next day I threw
In
up.
America,
Yeah,
You know
everywhere.
what made me mad when I turned 21? I was looking so forward to getting carded, and I was at Applebee's having like a steak, and I ordered my very first illegal drink, and then he didn't card me. And I was,
Wah, wah.
I still get carded.
I was so pissed.
I
was
still
like,
get carded. It's so annoying.
It
I've
was
been
cool to
playing-
see Bojack was a nerdy teen. We haven't really seen anything from
Pimply.
that aspect of his life.
Pimply Bojack.
What was something else? The phone call. Like it was like a typical Bojack episode happening off screen. Like Mr. Peanut Butter's like, there's these mannequins shaped like such crazy shenanigans.
Todd
like,
story.
These puppets are flooding the street and Toddism.
I don't even know
Down
what that line Caroline, Princess
Carol,
Caroline had to say. Like,
Julie
like
Brown's
three
done
like
them in the news hand-me-down gown.
I listened to the interview with an actress, and she's like, "I hate when they make me do that." She like hates it. So I think that right now they do it on purpose.
Yeah, they gave it to her on purpose. So
and that was like the
she
longest
nails
one.
it.
Yeah.
That was like the longest one.
The-
He was getting porcupine titty milk.
Yeah.
From
They
the
needed for the baby.
Get in the bus.
And everybody's porcupines, and it's a packed bus.
Did
He's
she
gonna get
name the
stabbed.
baby yet? I
Does
can't
that
remember.
mean
so.
like was that like in kind of like an understated like a racial line thing? Like this is the porcupine side of town.
I mean, it was the
The
porcupine
baby,
side
is,
of
the
town.
baby is a porcupine.
Yeah.
I know, but he was like
Uh-huh.
on the porcupine side of town.
Yeah.
Like there's so many porcupines.
So the background jokes of all the movie references at the dude's house was like the Stanley Kubrick rug, the Citizen Crane, and it's a fucking bird, or two cats, too curious. Like they put in, whoever writes the background jokes is putting in what I think is like A-tier work for
I
like
wanna
background
know
jokes,
who's
and it's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
I wonder if it's a fan of the First Wives
Yes.
Club, because that movie is a great freaking movie.
It's almost
the
like
titular
distracting because there's so much funny shit in the background, and
Yeah.
I'm not listening to the dialogue. And I'm like, oh my god.
Well, whenever they do that, it's usually for like, that was kind of a big deal scene where it's like, oh, Jameson had this kid and like she's still lying about this shit and she's a fucking hardcore addict who still doesn't have her shit together, and it's super ultra fucking sad. So here's some funny animal puns in the background so that you don't forget that this chick is literally like, he was like, every time she brings somebody home from breaking out of rehab, they give me a gift. And every single funny joke that you laughed at is every single time that she came back, broke into rehab with some dude, and that dude had to give her a
It
gift.
was like
for
her
the movie.
6th, 7th time.
It's
Oh, there was so many gifts in that apartment. It was like 20.
But like, I
always
understand.
like-
You're sorry.
That was
No.
the window. That was the big window from The Graduate. It's all part of his house.
That's
What
good.
do you
I didn't
mean?
think
What-
about that.
what
So,
window
like, that's
from
how
The
many
Graduate?
times. It's cool how the jokes are masked in like storytelling devices too. You
Like-
know what I mean? Like if you thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time we're like Princess Caroline's office or house, all I can look for is like cat references everywhere. Her books, her trophies, her like everything. I'm like, what cat thing does she have now?
Real quick, I love that Zack Snyder is directing Mario. And it's starring Jay Hernandez. Like fucking hilarious. And one other thing we saw was the Sarah Lynn alibi, because I mean it wasn't really a burning question, but yeah, she died, and then I always wondered how. I didn't always wonder that, but they just explained what happened immediately after.
That's what he
And
chose
he-
to tell
His
her
parents
her
and
parents.
stuff,
Her parents.
Yeah, And then what's his name? Meow Meow Fuzzy Face was like, all right, I need to ask you some questions. And then he was like, yeah, we run a drug-fueled bender and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, that's all I need to hear. It's like, come on.
God, that Bender episode, that was
He
rough.
came in like, so you're saying you don't know where she got the heroin from? No. All right, well, thanks. That's not
What a buck boy.
Also, lastly,
Buck
the 12 steps.
buck boy.
What do you guys think? Is 12 steps, is that a good way to get rid of addiction? Like,
I literally have no
I
idea.
can't. I don't know.
I think it's one
can't
of those
answer
things
that.
where, like, it's what Nahid said. Like, if you want to do it and you want to get value out of it, I think there is value to be had because obviously people come out of rehab and people stay clean for a long time.
Yeah.
And so obviously it works, but it's all about.
It has to be your desire.
Yeah, it has to be. I think that the people that work in these centers, obviously, I would hope that they want to be there and they want to help people, because you know, not all rehab centers are nice like these big mansions.
Yeah.
There are smaller
Well,
places.
I think that the small ones are actually better.
Yeah.
Because
exactly. So
yeah.
I think there is value in rehab.
Yeah.
Until any of us try it, I don't know if we're gonna know if 12
I totally agree there's value in rehab, and I also agree that it's something that you have to choose because addiction, it's a disease. I don't care what anybody says, it's a fucking disease. I've seen it ruin people's lives, you know what I mean? I was addicted to cigarettes for a while. I was able to stop because I wanted to
So
stop.
would you say that first step is true, that you are powerless?
I mean, in a
Addiction?
way,
Because a lot of
yeah,
people
man.
have problems. I remember my brother,
In
he
a
had to do
sense.
AA.
No,
and he had a big issue with step one, which was admit you're powerless and
Oh, yeah.
God is in control. And he was like,
No,
I don't like
I didn't-
admit that.
I know that
me,
feeling.
for me, it was never like God is in control or something like that. It was more of like I am really have an issue with this, and I have to like see that I do, and I
Yeah.
shouldn't be around it. You know what
I
I mean?
would-
Eventually, you got to stop playing with fire. You know what I mean? When you're a person that is like soaked in alcohol all the time, you got to stop doing that shit. You know?
If I was at a rehab center and they did like right off the bat try to make it religious like that, I probably would walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like don't bring that shit into it. Like
Yeah.
it's like what you said. I have a problem with
I
it.
mean-
I wouldn't want to admit that shit either. It's like
I mean,
no.
the thing with AA, once you go in there, you just have to realize that, like, you look beyond the religion aspect and realize these are people that have the same problems as you do, and that you are not any better than them, and you're not any lesser
I'm
than
sure
them.
there's like
You're all on
non-religious
the
ones,
yeah,
right?
you're all on the even.
Yeah.
Once you
It
go
was
there,
just-
so
it was
you're
an
all on the
Indiana
even
one,
plane.
so I don't know.
Things become easier for you. You're not giving that advice to anybody out there.
Well, if you guys enjoyed this discussion, look forward to plenty more on our Patreon, probably within the next few coming hours after this is released.
Woo!
So,
Stop it.
otherwise,
Be
weekly.
still, my heart.
This is unprecedented.
Stay subscribed, and we'll see you next week
This
on
is
YouTube at least. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for joining us for the Bojack Horseman Season 6 premiere. If you enjoyed our reaction to the final season premiere, make sure to hit the like button. It helps us out a lot. And stay subscribed if you want to see more episodes. You could also check out our Patreon where we'll be dumping episodes as they're completed. Big shout out to all of our super patrons here listed in blue, and see you next time.